Hey, welcome back to YouTube channel. And in this morning I want to just record something to add up to the video that I have started for Laravel. Sorry for my voice, but it might not be just as good as I used to be, and that's fine. So I wanted to do a little bit of follow-up with the first video where I have introduced you with Laravel, but I want just to come back and do the second video where I explain a lot of things about Laravel and other things you need in order for you to get started with Laravel, because I realized that a lot of my followers on YouTube are just the beginners, or the people who are starting with the coding, and sometimes they don't know about something that I'm talking about. So I'm just going to go and do the basic stuff and just do a little bit of foundational video, what the heck is all about. So when you come to the website of Laravel, you came to this page called the PHP framework for web artisan. So as you can hear about from these statements, it's just PHP framework, and it is going to be used for those people who want to be the web craftsman. And there's a lot of ecosystem around Laravel. There is a lot of project that can, in one way or another way, that interact with Laravel, and these are called packages, or are called services that support Laravel to work in more extremely fashion. So, and the reason why I chose Laravel personally for myself is because it has a lot of support, it has a lot of people involved, and it has something called Ralacast.com. So this is another website that if you are PHP and Laravel developer, and this is where you can even purchase the course and get up and run or learn something about Laravel. And this is where most of the issues, the questions that will be posted, and those questions will be related to Laravel. So these are two ecosystems that you need to be involved with if you are Laravel developer. So, and of course there is some courses that you can pay, and there is other courses that are entirely free for you to grab and learn. And I think those are the key point for Laravel that you need to know. Okay, so now we understand what is Laravel and what is the ecosystems that Laravel has. There is plenty of ecosystems that we have, but at least for now we don't need to know all of those ecosystem part of Laravel. So the only thing you need to focus on is this part called documentation when you are starting to code your Laravel. So those are two things I wanted to highlight in the first place. Then because I assume that this is your first time coding the real project, and maybe the first time coding PHP, advanced PHP, because I know all of you are have been coding in PHP, and somehow you have managed to run simple scripts to, let's say, maybe connect to the database and so forth, and that's fine. But with Laravel, it's just more advanced stuff that you need to interact with modern websites, and I hope for that reasons you might need a little bit of encouragement and other resources you might need. Okay, and the other resources you need to install is called Zamp, which is I personally use Zamp. So if you use WAMP, I don't know about it. So this is another thing you need to download and put it on your machine. So what this tool is going to help you is to be able to connect you with the database. So the database I'm talking about is MySQL, which is a relational database for that depend on an SQL server, or that extend it in one way or another. So you need to download it, but not only this tool. So you download it and you install it like other software. So another tool you need to download is called Composer. So the Composer, this one. So to recap what you need, so you need to understand the website of Laravel, and where you will be getting the documentation of whatever you want to achieve. So this is the first website. Then the second website you need to know is Rollercoasts. So this is the website for independent developer. Is not the same guy who created Laravel, but this is the second guy who chose to build a website to help other developers that are coding the same technology to learn and get some heads up about Laravel, plus the other courses in general, but Laravel is the main focus here. So the third things you need to do is to download Zamp and make sure that Zamp is installed on your PC. So by the way, I'm talking about the Windows PC, not the Mac and Linux. Maybe I'll be able to do the video about those platforms, but I'm pretty sure that my viewers now, at least for now, they are using the Windows machine. So this is the second things you need to download and put it on your PC. So the third things you need to download is to install the Composer, and a Composer is a dependency manager for PHP. So what is a dependency? So to put it in a simple plain English, is a dependency is sort of libraries that you need in order for you to be able to code something. So in programming career, it is mostly likely that you will not code everything you need or everything you want in your software. So let's say you are given login to implement login authentication system, where people maybe need to use the token in order for them to be able to authenticate with API, and this token maybe should expire, and this is, I know this is the advanced stuff, but at some point this authentication system really is something that can be huge, and it is so hard to implement in the first place. And if you're going to go solo and do it for your own, it can take you like months, just implementing the login, the authentication system that is so robust. So that's why we have libraries or dependencies. These are the dependencies, the libraries that is built for by other developers that has put the enough time required for making the library a production ready to be used in a project. So, and these libraries are maintained or daily or monthly or yearly updated to meet with those production standards. So if you're given the task to build something that has a dependency that can solve it in a simple way, and you just gonna install it and start on top of that. So that is what dependency or library can help you to achieve inside your project. So why do you need it in Laravel? So as I said, Laravel is not a language. First of all, it is a framework, and the framework is a collection of libraries or dependencies. So, but those dependencies are brought together in one thing, and that thing's called framework. So on top of framework, there is different parts that the framework is pulling from different developers that has put enough time for those dependencies to be able consumed from different application, PHP application. So I wanted to do this introduction video to talk about more in depth about the entire ecosystem, and so you can get understanding of what you need to in order for you to watch my next coming videos about PHP and Laravel. And the reason I chose to do videos about Laravel on PHP is because I had the videos about Flutter in a couple of weeks, and I was teaching people how to build the mobile application using Flutter, because that's what I use personally to my personal projects. But one question was like, most new developers, junior developers, don't have the machine, the laptop to cover the Laravel. I mean the Flutter, because it needs a lot of resources, and sometimes they don't have those resources to meet with the tutorials that I was creating. So but PHP really and Laravel doesn't require you to have a lot of resources. Just any minimal computer can handle that. So that's why I switched back to something normal, so that I can teach you the basic of programming. And once you have that basic of programming, then you can be able to move on to more advanced stuff that I'll be teaching you on this channel. So I hope you understand, you understood from this video what is Laravel, and plus the other things you need to have in order for you to get up and running. And see you next time to another video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I strongly believe that it is time for you to shine, and it is time for Africans and everyone in general to share skills, and don't share hate. If you like the video, please subscribe and share to your friends. It doesn't cost you anything to do that, but really that small stuff really can can mean a lot to me. And if you can share to your friend, can get skills, can get job somewhere, and at the point of time, it's just a cycle. You're helping me, you're helping your friend, you're helping yourself, and it's a win-win. So I hope you understand that, and you can help me achieve the highest number of developers, or some people who want to be developers, and create a lot of developers that are able to handle the tasks, the 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 new jobs that are being born. But I hope you can do that. Thank you so much, and see you next time.